Hello crochet friends, welcome back. Working on our turkey napkin ring, and it's assembly day. We've made it, right? Okay, so we're gonna get ourselves started so we can finish this up. And we are starting with the large motif. So we have the large one that we made first, right? And this is the napkin ring part. And I put one side on to show you. You're just going to try and gauge this. You can go about 2 to 3 rows out from your center, and you're just going to grab the large motif and the napkin ring part using your tails and pulling it all together. So let's get started. You need your yarn needle, and when you put one side on, you want to make sure you're leaving enough gap in there for your napkin, right? So don't make it flat naturally. And so you want a nice ring look to it, kind of like that. Hopefully you can see that okay. So I kind of, once I decide where I want it, lay it flat like this. And then I'm going to grab a piece of the large motif and the edge of the napkin ring, and you're just going to sew along here, grabbing the pieces. Remember, you won't be seeing this from the other side because the small motif will be on there. So if you go all the way through, it's okay. Don't worry about that. You just want to make it secure so that, you know, over time, taking napkins in and out and such, you just don't want it to tear off on you. I mean, you could always re-sew, but you know, I'm never very good at things like that. Those always sit in a pile. Okay, so here we are at the end. Got it on good and strong. See that? Okay, so make yourself a knot at the end, and then you want to feed your tail through. Okay, so there we go. We've got that on good, and then I feed it back through this same color here. Alrighty. Okay, and then you would cut off your tails, right? Oops, I'm making a mess here today. Alrighty, there we go. Ring done, excellent. All right, so we have the large motif with our ring on it. You can see we have plenty of space to get our napkin in there, okay? Now we want to sew our turkey onto the small motif. That's next, okay? So I'm just gonna use my orange tail, just like this. Okay, if yours is not long enough, just grab another piece of yarn. And what I do with him is I kind of fold him in half like this. And then I grab a bit of him and a bit of the small motif. Pretty straightforward. Depending on how much yarn you have is how far you can go. I mean, if you want to get it on both sides, you can do that too. If you feel that you don't have it on secure enough, just remember, you don't want your color showing through on your turkey. So keep going with that until you get your turkey secure. Okay, once you get your small motif attached to your turkey, trim off your ends there, and you've got the flat end on there. Good, looks good. I think he's happy. There we go. Now we're going to attach the small motif to the large motif. So lining up your flat ends, okay, which is your feathers, you know, the bottom of your feathers there on the motifs, okay? Grab your tail from your large motif. Again, if you don't have enough thread, yarn, just thread it from another piece. Just grab a piece off of your little yarn ball there. Okay, so we want to attach the large to the small now. Try not to go through if it's a part that, you know, you'll be able to see, but you're just grabbing a piece of the large, which I'm trying to do, and a piece of the small. Well, and you want to go all the way up and get them secured just like you did putting the turkey on. Just make sure that your flat parts right here line up and his little feet are hanging off, because that's the look we're going for. Okay, so just keep grabbing a piece of the small and a piece of the large and work your way up, depending on how much yarn you have, how far you can go, but just get him good and secure on there. Okay, here we go. Okay, got that done. Now I'm gonna snip off my end here. Very good. Okay, he is on. All right, so how did you do? Okay with that so far? We've got the turkey onto the small motif, and then the small motif onto the large motif. So he looks pretty good, and we've got our napkin ring part on. We need to take our two little wings and put them together, okay? A snood sticking out there. Okay, so because we don't have a tail with this, just grab a piece of yarn, the same color that you used for your turkey. All right, you want to overlap the little wings here, just a little bit like this. I'm hoping you can see this okay. So overlap it just a little, and I turn it inside out. I just thought it would be better to sew it on the inside. I don't know, just to me in my head that works logically, but so let's sew it from the inside. We're just going along, grabbing both pieces. This is where you're gonna put the little fork and spoon and knife if you want to, or whatever you want to do. You could stick a little name tag in there, that would be cute too. So just, use your imagination, make it the way that you like it. So there's that end. I'm gonna give the other end a little knot too here, because this, I didn't have a working yarn going here. So just want to make sure that this is good and secure. I don't want it to come apart. Alrighty. There we go. And then I'm just going to weave this in right here. There's that one, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one and then snip them off. Okay, so that should be it for your turkey. Everything should be set except to put in your utensils and your napkins. So I hope you enjoyed this journey. I really had fun with this project with y'all. I'm so thankful to have you here. If you're new, give us a like and subscribe to see other projects that we do. And this has been a joy, so thank you for coming along. Snip off all your ends and your project is done. So I hope you like it. I hope this will bring joy to your Thanksgiving table, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Have a joyful day.